to Columbia, Missouri, Memorial Stadium and home to the Missouri Tigers, where we are anticipating quite a clash on Faroe Field today. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Missouri Tigers offense will start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, and when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot, and Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster, the crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Makes his connection. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear...
Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. So Missouri will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Fighting Illini take possession, and their offense will go to work for the first time. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star point.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this quarterback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quick handoff. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Illinois right back to the line. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll go to the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll run it from the gun. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They're working that left side. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And on second and short, they'll send 3 receivers wide right. The play action fake. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume. It'll pay off big time late in the season. And another nice game by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They took it 71 yards down the field. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
Missouri, 7.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. No huddle here for the offense.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job on the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback going strong.
Play fake. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic, and they are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man all by himself. Touchdown the line. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there. A difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
First down for this offense. Give to the running back. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up 5 to the 23.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponents. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, they're running the curl route against zone coverage. So the quarterback knows he's going to have to put that one on his receiver. You saw the velocity and arm talent this guy has. That was a missile.
To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Missouri will snap it in the red zone. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. The give out of the gun. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
So I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep for the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Field goal is good. And with that, they've taken the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it out. It's Slater. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here in the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on the move.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they created a negative play.
Illinois lining up quickly. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Illinois offense returns to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop power and get you the football.
I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Discards a man. They bring him down, and he's going to lose the yard on that one. So what do they have for 3rd defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication is going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding.
That's a really good job on the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Looking to throw on second down. He's got his man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down.
And you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, in this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Got the first down. Looking for more. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take it.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting over the block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll go with a direct snap. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
And the Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Running back goes in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Well, this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Coming out with it, it's Slater. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Trailing down by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something up.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things?
And that ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job on the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Fires to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's kicked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
He's got him in the flat. And a quick completion, and even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. He's looking for an open man on second down. And it's picked off. Takes it the other way. The 30. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job making decisions.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it from the gun. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They'll throw it on first down. On the move and looking deep. And it's caught inside the 30. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Going up top on first down. Right down the middle. It's complete. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the D denied him on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That one was way too far for anybody to catch, except for ticket holders. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. They'll throw it on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
First down, MIZ.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half.
Set to kick this one.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Illinois right back to the line. They'll try the run. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Flowers. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work, 4th time he's punted tonight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. And off from the shotgun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He's got enough for a Missouri first down.
I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. This one's complete. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He's looking to throw it. Unleashes one deep. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
4th down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on 4th down. Finds the tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff.
Touchdown, Tiger! And the route is on. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Using his feet. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up a 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Makes the grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the knee stopped him at the 2.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Barrels ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Lets it fly. Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back on the field.
Yeah, or find an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Now the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Missouri! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
These guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't make it 10. Take that thing all the way back.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now they'll run the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls for overuse. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Ready to fire from the pistol. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play in a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was great.
And he's running in the open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. They're trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Ingram. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. And as we start the 4th quarter, they'll try to knock 3 through the uprights. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Florida is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in the swamp. They're up by 12 over SMU. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires fires a ball. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
How about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Coming up, fourth down.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Touchdown, Tiger! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of